Fall bulbs are like little dreams for the future, and there's nothing like rolling up your sleeves and getting them in the ground. Welcome back to Twilla and Jillian.
I got it all together. Bringing it. Hi, Tabitha. Huh? Gotta have the right tools. We could do the fall crocus here, and the saffron crocus in this area, and then just some tulips right in here.
Okay. So do you want to talk about lighting in the spring and your garden versus the spring and why you're choosing to plant?
Okay. So it's been about 4 or 5 years that we've been gardening in this space, and we have a lot of elm trees overhead. Yep. So in the early spring, even though the days are shorter, we actually get a lot of light because those trees aren't leafed out yet.
Yep.
So it's quite interesting. What the light is in this yard really changes throughout the season. So I not only have to choose plants that, have a certain light condition, but the bloom time is also important because of that changing thing. So what I have done is I have made notes in the spring of where the light is really strong, where it's getting lots of sun. And then at the end of the season, or midway through the season, kind of like I also track where things are slow to come in. Mm-hmm. Because if you only base it on this time of year, thinking that's where you have space to put bulbs in, it's a little bit of a misnomer because you have things like a hosta that take a while to leaf out. You could have had something going, where that spread of the hosta canopy would be. So I've made notes about that as well.
Yeah. And then that, like you said before, that canopy will hide the foliage.
Yeah, as the tulip is winding down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I say tulip, but whatever it is. Yeah.
Okay. So, bulbs.
Bulbs. Yes.
Okay. So we're going to plant them. And there's a couple of different rules.
Right.
You want to talk about depth first?
Yeah. So what I have always heard and done is that it's supposed to be 3 times the height of the bulb. That's how deep it is. Isn't that just cute?
Yes. Okay. So if this were the tip of the bulb right here before it started its sprout.
Yeah.
So you could take that.
Yeah.
And plant it.
Yeah. 3 lengths of that down.
Okay. And sometimes, like you also mentioned, sometimes if you've only got greenery, chances are it was planted just a little too deep.
Yes, I think that for me, when I've had that issue, I would bet money that that's exactly what I did, is a little bit too deep.
Yeah.
But that, if only all lilies, here's the interesting thing about lilies, you plant lilies in their bulb form, they will adjust themselves.
Yep.
They're very smart, if only everything else would.
Right. Yeah. So maybe do 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh no, we got some clay.
Oh, there it is.
Oop.
This is it. Look at that. I usually just kind of break it up.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that clay, like in terms of feeding plants and nutrition for plants, it's not terrible.
No.
It's just its drainage and packing qualities that make it.
Yeah, so it can pack really easy. So it holds moisture.
Yeah.
I do think it does get a bit of a negative rap for sure.
Yeah.
But a little bit of clay in your soil is good. It's nutritious and it holds moisture. The thing is, it gets compacted really easy. And if you don't nourish your soil with compost and other things, it can just get hard. And you have to watch too that it, like yours is, you obviously added to this.
Yeah.
But clay, if you think of pottery, can create a bowl.
Yeah.
So if you're digging and you're left with just this little
hollow.
Yep.
Yeah.
That can keep too much moisture in it and rot your bulbs.
Right.
But I think you guys have amended this really well.
This section anyway.
Right. Yeah. So I'm doing the saffron crocus and you are doing...
I'm going to do a mix of tulips.
Nice.
Yeah, just a big clump of them.
Yeah. So in the big clump, rather than just planting individual bulb, if you dig yourself out a nice big hole, plant.
It's almost easier.
Yep.
Then you can see how they're arranged, and now that we know that trick about the flat side of the bulb, we can see all that, double check everything. That's great. Okay,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm good here.
Okay, mine's a bit deep, but I'm going to fill it in with some compost.
Yeah, I'm gonna add just a little bit of compost because my soil feels pretty good over here. And some bone meal. I think I already put some in, but I'm gonna do more.
Yep.
There we go.
I use bone meal on everything.
I've heard that lots of plants love it, like dahlias and things like that.
It's so good for the roots, and I feel it's a very slow release.
Yeah.
So in the springtime, as you're watering, you're feeding it at a slow, gentle pace,
Yeah.
right at the roots. And then when you fertilize after that, it's just going to make a really nice, healthy, happy plant, especially if you're trying to get blooms, right? Like
Right,
they
yeah.
need energy.
Okay, now
There's
I've
just
got my tulips in here and I've put bulb dust in this paper bag. So I'm just gonna give it a shake. And what that bulb dust is gonna do is make sure that my bulbs are a little bit protected against any like fungus or things like that. And there we go.
Perfect.
Oh, and there I gotta put I'm gonna make it 360 degrees. So the rounded side is gonna go out.
Nice.
Very good.
Okay.
And
I
that's
will-
two. I'll just
Perfect.
finish the rest.
Okay. I'll give these a little shake later, and we'll get those going too.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Bones. So do you mark yours with anything?
No, I like to be surprised.
Surprised? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we put those.
Oh, yeah. I remember planting that.
Perfect.
Beautiful. What's going to come up?
Everything.
Who knows?
Everything. Yeah.
Oh, Jillian, it was so much fun having you here today. Obviously, Tabitha enjoyed it as well.
Oh, I really had a lot of fun. Oh, and Tabitha.
Okay. Yes. Very happy girl. So yeah, planting bulbs. I feel like having just gone through the process of doing it with you, I learned a lot, like things that I maybe didn't know before or that I just hadn't really thought about. So I'm really glad you could come over today and do that with me.
I learned a lot through our conversations as well. So
Yeah. And you know, for those of you who are watching, we hope that you get something out of it too and have some fun. And
thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Tabitha. Bye. Here. Can you shake a bum? Can you shake a bum? No. Oh.
He's a good girl.
I think I smell a skunk. We should get going.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a skunk I smell? Let's go.
Yeah.
And then voila, you're done. Throw them in the hole. Just that added step.
So, here I am. I'm in my front garden and something totally mysterious has happened. I came out just to check on things because I'd put in a bunch of bulbs and look, something has dug these ones up. I have no idea. There were 5 put in here and I see 4 on the surface. I don't know if one's been taken or if it's still under the soil. I'll just replant them, but I can't figure out what happened. Was it my skunk friend? Was it a squirrel? Was my cat being a little overzealous? I don't know if we'll ever know. It's a mystery.